Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be talking about the Week 10 NFL games, who I think's going to win, and along the way, an update to the power rankings. This on another episode of. So to start off the week, we got the 2-6 Las Vegas Raiders taking on the 7-2 Denver Broncos. And I got to go with the Broncos here. The Broncos defense looks amazing. They beat up on the Texans this past week. The Vegas Raiders lost to the Jaguars in overtime. One thing to watch, of course, is the Raiders now have Brock Bowers back. They traded away Jakobi Meyers. That team's going to be in a weird transition phase, whereas the Broncos are pretty stable. I'm going with the Broncos, though. Their defense is a very consistent thing this year, and as long as they get a decent performance out of Bo Nix in the offense, I don't see how they could lose. Moving on to Sunday, we got the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Indianapolis Colts. Now here, the Falcons, they're 3-5. And honestly, it's hard to judge them this year. I have faith sometimes in their offense, and then I lose all faith in it in other moments. Whereas the Colts, they gave us the first reason to doubt them this year with their embarrassing loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers, where they turned the ball over 6 times. Now, the Colts defense, decently good still. The Falcons defense, a little less good. Honestly, if the Colts offense rebounds, they get rid of those turnovers from their system, I think they can win this game, and I'm going with the Colts. Next up, we got the 1-8 New Orleans Saints taking on the 5-4 Carolina Panthers. And give me the Panthers here. They fought a scrappy game against what was supposed to be a good Green Bay team. They won. They're 5-4. Their offense functions sometimes, and their defense was playing great against the Packers. So give me the Panthers here. The Saints, they don't really function at all on defense or offense for the most part. Their defense is a little scrappy, but it's not a good product overall. So give me the Panthers. I think the Panthers go to 6-4. Next, we got the New York Giants, who are 2-7, taking on the Chicago Bears, who are 5-3. This should be a good matchup. Not because both of these teams are a little scrappy. They're not really elite in the NFC, and I think it could be a fun matchup. The Giants, they're still reeling from having Cam Skattebo get hurt. Their defense is still pretty decent, but their offense doesn't really have that same potency it did with Skattebo in the backfield. Whereas the Bears, they are hard to judge because they had a great day against the Bengals defense, which isn't really good, but they've been hit or miss this year. I think I'm going with the Bears here. I think they're the more complete team right now, and they aren't as injured as the Giants are. So I got to go with the Bears. Next, we got the 5-3 Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the 3-5 Houston Texans. What could go wrong? Well, for the Jaguars, potentially a lot. That Texans defense is really good. It made that Broncos-Texans game very close. The Texans offense, well, it's questionable. Their running game still really doesn't exist. Their passing game does exist because Nico Collins is a great receiver, but it's mostly their defense that's the problem for other teams. Jacksonville, on the other hand, they put up a great offensive game against the Vegas Raiders, but their defense also let the Raiders do a lot, and when you're letting the Raiders do a lot, that's an issue. I'm going to go with Jacksonville here. I think I still have a lot of questions about that Texans team, even though their defense is really good. So give me Jacksonville. Next, we got probably a blowout between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. The Bills taking down the Chiefs in what was a wonderfully fun game to watch, whereas the Dolphins got blown out by the Ravens. Give me the Bills. I think both the offense and the defense of the Bills will just beat up on Miami. I don't really see or have much faith in that team to perform, and that's not going to change here. Next up, we got the 3-5 Baltimore Ravens against the 4-4 Minnesota Vikings. Give me the Ravens. Lamar Jackson's back. He's looking healthy. That team seems to be playing better. They blew out the Dolphins. Minnesota upset the Detroit Lions, but I need to see more than one good game from J.J. McCarthy to have faith in him long term. So give me the Ravens. Next up, we got the Cleveland Browns, who are 2-6, taking on the 1-7 New York Jets. Yeah, give me the Browns here. The Jets were big sellers at the trade deadline, which we'll get into in another video. They looked bad before this. They're going to look worse without the key pieces they traded away. The Browns, they didn't sell at the trade deadline. They still got all their pieces. I think they're going to win this game, beat up on the Jets, and the Jets might have just set themselves up to perfectly tank for the first overall pick. Next, we got the 7-2 New England Patriots taking on the 6-2 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This should be a fun game. Baker, Drake May, both are sort of hovering around in that MVP conversation. I think this could be a quite good game. Both these quarterbacks playing very well. Both these teams performing very well. The Patriots defense, very good. The Patriots offense, also very good. Same thing with the Buccaneers. I'm very excited to see this game. This one's a hard one to pick, but I'm going to go with Baker and the Buccaneers just because I think Baker is a step above Drake May right now at this point in both their careers, so I got to give it to him. Next up, we got the Arizona Cardinals taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Both these teams coming off pretty impressive wins. The Cardinals beat up on the poor Cowboys, whereas the Seahawks destroyed the unfortunate Washington Commanders. Seahawks, probably one of the best teams, top 5 easy in the entire NFL this year. The Cardinals, it's hard to judge what they are. So I'm going to go with the Seahawks, but this could be a fun matchup. I think the Cardinals could win it. Jacoby Brissett has looked great under center. He might have accidentally ended Kyler Murray's career as a starting quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals, but we'll see. I'm going Seattle. It should be a good game. Next up, we got the LA Rams taking on the San Francisco 49ers. And give me the Rams here. I got to go with the Rams. The Niners have continued to be one of the most injured teams in the NFL. I don't really have much faith in them considering how many injuries they've gotten this year. And LA, with Puka back, has found its stride. So give me LA. They should have a fun game up in San Francisco. Next up, we got the Detroit Lions taking on the Washington Commanders. And oh boy, this game should have been one of the best ones of the year. But it's not. Why? Well, Jaden Daniels is hurt. That Commanders offense is doomed. Their defense don't really matter because they're going to be on the field and get tired out. The Lions, they didn't look good against the Vikings. But usually when they fall apart like this, they bounce back and destroy the next team they face, and it's the Commanders. So I'm picking the Lions to win. Sorry, Commanders, you're in deep trouble now. And we've arrived at Sunday Night Football between the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are 5-3, taking on the LA Chargers, who are 6-3. Now, the Chargers, kind of banged up, kind of hurt. The Steelers coming off one of the best games of the season where they destroyed the Indianapolis Colts. Give me the Steelers. Play the hot hand. Aaron Rodgers has got that offense looking good. That defense finally potentially woke up. We'll see if we'll see if that's a long-term thing or if a one-off. But give me the Steelers. And to end out the week, we got the 6-2 Philadelphia Eagles taking on the 5-2-1 Green Bay Packers. Now, give me the Eagles here. I think the Packers have proven that they are not a team to have too much faith in, given their loss to the Panthers. And the Eagles, coming off their bye, should be reinvigorated, healthy, and able to just destroy this Packers team. So with that being said, guys, please like, share, subscribe down below, comment what you think, and I'll see you next time.